How's everybody doing? This is Ruben again. Today I want to talk about a concept I like to call to know and not to do is not to know. One of my mentors said that long ago. But it actually came from a poet or an author, even longer than that. To know and not to do is not to know. Most people, let's be honest, are overconfident, which is nothing wrong with that. But when it comes to learning, you if humble must exist, it it's really the whole idea of humbleness, in my opinion, is surrounded in that, in the in the arena of learning. If you could humble yourself when learning, then I think you will gain way much more, and the opportunity that arose for you to learn will open much bigger than what it looked like. To know and not to do is not to know. We meet people, honestly, most people think they know it all. You tell them about something, they always want to give their opinion. They're talking more than they're listening because they think they know, or there's nothing you can teach them. We talked about it in one of my past videos called the Teachability Index, where I talked about how people are just not teachable nowadays. They think they know it all. And if they do become teachable, they're not learning as much as they should. To know and not to do is not to know. I may talk to you about something, or you may have a discussion with somebody about something. And you may think you know it all. Maybe you are talking to somebody about a concept that you really know. And by the look of the person and by the conversations you've had with that person in the past, or just by the first impressions you had if you're meeting this person for the first time, if you really think you know this subject, most likely 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna listen and you're gonna think you know it. So you're not humbling yourself and you're not teachable. So that's a no-no. We talked about in one of the last videos how being teachable is part of everyday life. You must always be teachable. It never stops. As long as you're alive, you're still teachable. But how can we know that somebody does know something? How can you know you do know it? What is the meaning of knowing it? Well, think about this. I think there's only one way to really check to see if you really know something. You may be a scientist, you may be a historian, you may be a person who knows a lot about vehicles and cars, you may be a person that knows a lot about electronics, you may be a person that knows a lot about a certain subject. You say you know it, huh? Well, how do you know it? What makes you think you know it? Well, if we're being taught by somebody, we must know that that person really knows what they're talking about for you to really listen to this person. How do we know this person knows what they're talking about? One simple way, and that's by seeing if they're doing it. Are they doing what they're talking about? Here you have a person who is talking about money, on how to make money, how to make hundreds of thousands in a short period of time and millions in a couple of months. And we have all seen these gurus. Well, they think they know this subject. They know the subject very well. They're teaching it. How do we know they know it really well? Well, let's ask this question. Are they doing it? You have a person that's talking to you about health, about fitness. Are they doing it? See, there's a fine line between really knowing it and not knowing it. And that's is, are they doing it? Are you doing it? Is that part of you? All right. Are you doing it? To know and not to do is not to know. If you're not doing it, you don't know it. So many of you who are watching these videos and follow my data, you think you know this information. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about. I don't need to listen to this video. I'm gonna skip to another video. I'm not gonna listen to this person no more. I'm not gonna listen to this guy talking about all this success subject. I know this. I know this. I know this. I heard this before. I heard this before. Oh yeah, I've read that book before. Oh yes, I've seen this. I've seen a video about the subject before. I've read about it before. Okay, you know it. You know it. Do you really know it? Well, let me ask you this question: are you doing it? Are you doing it every single day of your life? It's a simple question, and it requires a simple answer. Yes, no. The answer is no, you don't know it. Oh yes, this guy's talking about learning and how you must be teachable, how you must learn. I think I know the subject. I know what he's talking about. Okay, are you doing it? Are you doing it? See, there's a difference between knowing it and thinking you know it. Know it. And that is that, are you doing it? So you know about health and fitness. Okay, are you doing it? Uh, you know about fashion. Are you doing it? Do you have a good fashion wardrobe? Or you know about this, you know about that. Are you doing it? So that is why being teachable is so important, because we are not perfect. So at times we do think we know it more than we actually do know it. And the thing that will get us back on track and back on the right path is asking this question: am I doing it? That's how you'll get back on the path and back going straight on the road to